Hey, earlier I talked about James Harden to the Nets and what it was for the Nets, but now I'm really gonna talk about the other teams, bro. Houston, yeah, you got a lot of picks, but what type of drugs are you taking, bro? Tillman Fertitta, whoever your new GM is, Silas, your coach. I don't know if he's Paul or something else, Silas, but I'm pretty sure he's Silas. Not getting Karis LeVert. How y'all not get Karis LeVert? Y'all traded him to Indiana for Oladipo. For Oladipo. For Oladipo. I like Oladipo. He cool. Oladipo cool. But Karis LeVert, my nigga. Karis LeVert, my nigga. Y'all were about to have a crazy amount of picks. Yeah, it's the NBA. These picks won't really matter. It's like the 28th, 29th, 30th pick you're going to be getting because the Nets are going to be deep in the playoffs. But hey, you have an unprotected 2026 pick. I think KD 32. At 38, is KD still going to be KD? Hey, maybe. I'm 37. Is Harden gonna be Harden? Is Kyrie gonna be Kyrie? Hey, these super teams have a shelf life of 4 years, bro. Super teams, you have a 4-year window. If you don't win it in your 4-year window, if you don't be as successful as you can be in your 4-year window, the NBA gonna catch up eventually. And then they disperse. And they go their separate ways. These player orchestrated super teams have 4-year windows. 4-year windows. 4-year windows, bro. In 4 years, Karis LeVert gonna be one of the best players in the league. And you let him go to Indiana. At worst, you have Paul George. That's what you're getting out of Karis LeVert. And you let him go to Indiana. If I'm Indiana, bruh, I'm praying to God, bro. Indiana doesn't deserve this. Indiana doesn't deserve good things. This team is so mediocre. The only thing they've been missing out on star power. In Indiana, they understand you got to be great talent evaluators and get stars. Oladipo was a distressed asset, was he not? You got rid of him. You bring in somebody even better. At least he's equivalent to what he was whenever he just touched down in Indiana. You still got Sabonis. You still have Miles Turner. You still got Malcolm Brogdon. That's a it's a cool team. I ain't gonna say that they contenders, but that's like something. They look as deep as a team like the Denver Nuggets or something. That's a really nice team. And whenever LeVert blossoms, it's gonna be like, wow, what was Houston thinking? Whoever this new GM is, we're gonna look back and be like, Karis LeVert should have been on Houston. Houston gonna look back and like, hey, we really traded Karis LeVert. Cause now who do you have in Houston, bro? You got John Wall. You got Boogie. You got Oladipo. John Wall and Boogie, bro, like as big as the John Wall fan as I am, and I say yeah, he gonna come back and he gonna be good. He ain't supposed to be the number one. I know contending roster. I know I ain't Houston. I know they weren't contenders, but I know team that's at least trying to make the playoffs roster. He shouldn't have had to come back as a number one. Maybe 10 teams are making it into the playoffs this year. Maybe you're the 10th seed and then you get into some playing games. But if Boogie your number two, or if Oladipo your number two, and Oladipo coming off injury too, like everybody on that team who has a name is all coming off injury. That's just a dirty look. At least with Levert, you have a piece to build around. Because in the NBA, once you have one star player, you can find two. It's easier to just find number two because it's hard to find number one. Because once you have number one, you can at least be like, he got some friends, and then it started making sense from there. But if you don't have that one star player to already have something, hey, Houston looking dirty, bro. Yeah, they got all these picks back, but it's not like they got like a stupid amount because you got to remember they traded all their picks, so it's just like they're a regular team. They're just a regular bottom team, except they don't even control their destiny. So if they suck, it really don't matter. They not guaranteed a good pick because they guarantee Brooklyn picks, bro. The Pacers again, they finessed, and Cleveland. I don't know what's happening in Cleveland, bruh. That is a loaded front court. They starting to look like Detroit in the front court, and then they got Sexland, and it's like Cleveland going to Cleveland, bruh. Cleveland just said, "Hey, let people talk about us. We can get Jared Allen and Torian Prince." I'm mad that they had to give him a Torian Prince, but it's whatever, bro. They lost a lot of depth. Sadly, they ain't really pick up much depth. If they could have got like a role player or two in Brooklyn, that would have been nice. But hey, it's whatever, bro. It's whatever, bro. It's whatever. Just call it how I see it. Put my glasses on, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, all day. Like the flash is on. Boom.